Hi all, welcome to Go Classes. In this lecture, we will continue our discussion of combinatorics complete summary. So this is combinatorics complete summary part 7. The previous part 1 to part 6, if you want to watch, then you can find the link in the description, also in the pinned comment. If you want to watch complete discrete mathematics, all summary lectures, gate PYQs and practice playlist, then this playlist you can find. You can search Go Classes discrete mathematics on the YouTube, and this playlist you can watch for complete discrete mathematics. The link you can find in the description, also in the pinned comment. So in the previous lecture, we were discussing distribution of objects into boxes. We have some objects and we distribute them into boxes. So there are total 4 templates of this distribution. You can see these are the 4 templates: DODB, IODB, DOIB, IOIB. Means distinct objects, distinct boxes, identical objects, distinct boxes, distinct objects, identical boxes, and identical objects and identical boxes. So from these 4 templates, we have already seen the first template and the second template. In this lecture, we need to see the 3, 4, means we need to study DOIB and IOIB. These 2 templates we will study in this lecture. The next topic we study, that is DOIB template, means distinguishable objects into identical boxes, or I can say indistinguishable boxes. Let me tell you that this is the analogy we are going to use to understand this template, that is friends trip to a haunted hotel with same rooms. You can see we have distinguishable objects, distinct objects, we distribute them into identical boxes. So you can consider like this, that you have some friends. Of course they will be distinct, so the objects are distinct, friends will be distinct, and they are going to a haunted hotel with same rooms, means all the rooms are same. Okay, so you can see identical boxes. So this is the analogy we are going to use, that some friends are going to a haunted hotel with same rooms, means all the rooms are same, but the objects, means the friends, they are different, or I can say distinct. Let me tell you, first you understand the meaning of identical boxes. Sometimes in the question they will mention that the boxes are identical, or sometimes these words will be given in the question. So remember, all these words, these are same. Okay, for example, in the question they can mention indistinguishable boxes, or I can say identical boxes. This is very simple, you can understand that all the boxes are identical, all the boxes are same. Or they can mention that unlabeled boxes. And let me tell you, by default, if I do not mention this word also, if nothing is given, then by default boxes will be unlabeled. Yes or no? By default, boxes will be identical. Similarly, for example, groups. Let's assume there are 10 10 students are there. Okay, 10 total 10 students are there, and I tell you that okay, distribute them into 3 groups. Then tell me one thing. By default, if I do not mention anything like the label of the group, I do not tell you, for example, distribute them into Rajasthan Royal, Chennai Super King, and RCB. So if I do not tell you anything about the label of the group, I simply tell you one statement that there are 10 students, and what you do, you distribute them into 3 groups. Then tell me, by default, what will come to your mind? The group name is not there, yes or no? Okay, do you agree with me that the groups are unlabeled? Okay, means all the groups, these are basically identical groups. Okay, yes or no? So very simple point, that by default, if this word is given like group or unlabeled group, then it also means that you have identical boxes. For example, teams, or I can say unlabeled teams. So by default, remember, if nothing is given, then boxes, teams, groups, meetings, all these things, these are basically identical, or I can say these are basically unlabeled. Okay. Also, if you partition distinct elements into groups, again the same thing, you are partitioning. For example, I tell you that there are 10 students, and what you need to do, you need to partition them into 3 groups. Okay, so you can see that is also what? That is also, you have objects, these are distinct objects. Okay, because all the 10 students, these are distinct, and you are dividing them, you are partitioning them into some groups. Okay, so the groups are unlabeled. So I can say this is also distinct objects and identical boxes. Also this point, partition of distinct elements, this is the same as this. Also partition of a set, you know that set has distinct elements. In a set we have distinct elements, so that is also, so all these 3 things are same. And you can see ultimately all of them, they basically tell you the same thing. All of them, they are basically same or similar. Okay, I hope you understood. So remember, in the question, if any of them is given to you, then it simply means that you have identical boxes. Okay. Also remember, if this word is not given and nothing is given about the boxes, like they do not mention anything about the labeling of the boxes, about the boxes are identical or distinct. If they do not mention anything, then remember, these boxes, teams, groups, meetings, all these things, these are basically considered by default, they are considered to be identical. Okay, very simple. So all these things, these are identical boxes. Now let me tell you that this DOIB template, distinct objects and identical boxes, this template you can easily solve only with the help of these two things. Okay, you need to apply both of them. So these are basically, to solve any question of DOIB template, you need to apply by case method, and also you need to apply DODB template with division for repeated elements. This will become very clear when we take examples. Don't worry, you might be thinking, sir, what is this DODB template with division for repeated elements? Don't worry, I will explain this. This will become very clear. But the point is that any DOIB template question you can easily solve with the help of by case method and DODB template with division for repeated elements. Okay, so this is the point. Let's read this, then we will understand this with the help of many examples. DOIB template problems. Any DOIB template based question means distinct objects we are distributing into identical boxes. Any DOIB template based question you can easily solve with the help of these 2 points. The first point is, we will create cases for different distributions. Okay, we need to use the by case method. Remember, we need to create the cases for different distributions. Then for each distribution, you can see, for each case, or I can say for each distribution, we need to apply the DODB formula. We need to apply the DODB template with division for repeated elements. This will become clear when I take examples. Okay, from examples, this point will become clear. But anyway, the point is, we need to apply for each distribution, for each case, we need to apply the DODB template. Okay, so let's do the recap of DODB template, the DODB formula. Let's recap. Then I will tell you what the meaning of DODB template with division for repeated elements. This will become very clear. So first, let me do the recap of DODB template and formula. This DODB template we have already seen in the previous lecture. So I am just doing the recap. We will just see the formula. So the formula of DODB template, that was like this. DODB means distinct objects and distinct boxes. So let's assume that you have distinct objects. The objects are distinct. For example, A1, A2, and so on, AN. Let's assume total n objects are there. Okay, and remember, DODB template means distinct boxes. So we have distinct boxes also. So let's assume our distinct boxes are B1, B2, and so on, BM. Total M distinct boxes we have. Okay. Now let's assume that the question says that in this distribution is given to you, means in this B1 box, in this B2 box, in this B3 box, and in this BM box, how many objects we need to put. Okay. So let's assume this distribution is already given to us, that okay, in this box B1 you need to put exactly n1 objects. Okay, here we need to put exactly n1 objects. In this box B2 we need to put n2 objects. In this box B3 we need to put n3 objects, and so on. In this we need to put nm objects. Okay, let's assume this distribution is already given to you. Correct? Okay, so remember, n1, n2, n3, nm, this is a distribution. This is a distribution. Okay, and there is one more point, that is the total, that must be equal to n, because we need to distribute total n objects. Yes or no? We have total n objects that we want to distribute into boxes. So for example, in this box B1 I am putting n1 objects, in this box B2 I am putting n2 objects, and you can see in this last box BM I am putting nm objects. Okay, so you can see I want to distribute all the objects. So this total, I can say, remember, this is the distribution, that in which box we are putting how many objects. This is the distribution. Now in this distribution, the main point is that the total must be equal to n, means if I do this n1 plus n2 plus and so on, this nm, this total must be equal to n. Okay. If all these conditions are satisfied, means if the total is also equal to n, then in this situation there is a formula. If all these conditions are already satisfied, or I can say like this, okay, then there is a formula here. And that formula is basically what is that? Number of ways to distribute. We want to distribute total n different objects into m different boxes. And this is the distribution in which box, how many objects we need to put. And the total, this total number should be equal to n because we want to distribute all the n objects. So the total number of ways to distribute that will be equal to, that is very simple, that is n factorial divided by n1 factorial, n2 factorial, n3, and so on. Okay, so you can see this formula will be n factorial divided by n1 factorial, n2 factorial, n3 factorial, and so on. That's it. And so on. nm factorial. Okay, this is the formula. So this is our DODB template and this is the formula. Remember this total, the total distribution must be equal to total n objects we want to distribute. So this should be n. Okay, very simple. Now this is the recap of DODB template. So let's come to our DOIB template. This is what we need to study: different objects and identical boxes. So if any question comes from DOIB template, then we need to create cases for different distributions. Okay, we need to manually we need to create cases for different distributions. And then remember, for each distribution, once we have a distribution, then we need to apply the DODB template with division for repeated elements. Okay, so first we will study this second point. We will take many examples and then we will see what this second point means. Then we will come back to the first point also. Okay, so first let's study the second point. Now a lot of questions I am going to take, and then we will try to understand what this second point actually means. Okay, so remember, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a lot of questions. You can see this is a question, this is another question, and so on. So, and in each question I will give you a distribution. Means you don't have to create distribution will be given to you. So for each distribution you just need to find how many ways will be there. Okay, so very simple. So for each distribution, what you need to do, you need to apply the DODB template formula with division for repeated elements. This point we need to understand. Okay, so let's start with examples. Let's see the first example. We have 12 friends and we need to create 5 groups of size 2, 2, 2, 3, 3. You can see the total is equal to 12. Yes or no? So basically we need to divide these 12 friends into 5 groups. Okay, one group will have size 2, another will size 2, another size 2, another 3, another 3. Okay, so how many ways are there? First of all, you tell me one thing. By default here, when you read this line that we are dividing 12 friends into 5 groups, then by default the groups will be labeled or unlabeled. Think logically. In your college, in your school, let's assume there are 12 friends are there on the cricket ground, on the football ground. There are 12 people there, and we need to divide them into 5 groups. Okay, 5 groups we need to divide them. So you tell me one thing, when we are dividing 12 people in 5 groups, then by default these groups, these are labeled or unlabeled? These are unlabeled, yes or no? Okay, this is what we do. So by default these groups, these are unlabeled. So you can see this is a DOIB template because we have distinct objects. 12 friends are there, these are the distinct objects, and we want to distribute them into 5 groups, and the groups are unlabeled. So I can say we need to distribute them into 5 identical boxes. So this is DOIB template. Remember, this template is DOIB template because we need to create 5 groups. 5 groups we need to create, so that is by default these are unlabeled. So I can write it here that by default these are unlabeled. Very simple. So this is our unlabeled, simply means identical boxes. Okay, you can simply call them identical boxes. So this is our DOIB template. Okay, now how to solve? How many ways are there to create 5 groups from 12 friends? We want to create 5 groups. Already this distribution is given to you. Remember, This is the distribution that is already given to us. We don't have to create the distribution we already have. Distribution is already given to us. Okay. Now in this situation, we just need to find how many ways will be there. That is very simple. It's like this. You have 5 groups. Okay, so 5 groups. So let me call them like something like G, 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 like that. Yes or no? Every group, let me call it G. Because all the 5 groups, these are unlabeled. So let me call them like G, 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 G. Okay, these are the 5 groups. All are identical groups, or I can say unlabeled groups. Okay, and this is the distribution. You can see distribution is 2, 2, 2, 3, 3. Of course, order does not matter. Yes or no? Because remember, here all the groups are identical, all the groups are unlabeled. Okay. Now let me tell you a very simple point. You know that this is DOIB template. You need to apply the DODB formula. In the DOIB template, when the distribution is already given to us, this distribution is already given to us. So you need to apply the DODB template formula with division for repeated elements. What I mean, it is very simple. Here you can see this 2, 2, 2. So you can basically consider this like this, that it's something like A, because this value 2, 2, 2. Okay, these values are same. So you can consider this like A. Okay, and remember this 3, 3. You can consider like BB. So you tell me, whenever you have A, B, then what we will do? We will divide this value with 3 factorial, 2 factorial. Okay, I hope you understood. Very simple point. So remember, because of this, because we have I can say 3 A. So here, because of this, what we will do? Repeated elements, these are repeated elements, right? So what we will do? We will divide by 3 factorial. And remember, because here what we have 2 elements. Okay, repeated elements. These are repeated elements, 2 elements. So because of this, what we will do? We will divide by 2 factorial. Okay, that's it. So our final answer will be what? So let me give you the final answer. So you can see the final number of ways, that will be equal to, first you apply the DODB template formula. You know the distribution, the total is equal to 12. You have 12 friends. So if you apply the DODB template formula, then according to that, you will get what? That you will get 12 factorial divided by 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 3 factorial, 3 factorial. Yes or no? Okay, 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 3 factorial, 3 factorial. This is according to the DODB template formula. And I told you that you need to do this, that when the distribution is given to you in the DOIB template, then you need to apply the DODB template formula with division for repeated elements. So already we have applied the DODB template formula. Okay, this is the answer we got. But remember, we need to divide for repeated elements. Okay, so remember here we need to divide by 3 factorial and 2 factorial. So that's it. So you can see here we also need to divide. I'm writing here, we also need to divide by 3 factorial, 2 factorial. That's it. This is your final answer. I hope you understood. Please tell me, is this point clear? So like this, you can find the number of ways in the DOIB template when the distribution is already given to us. Very simple. You apply the DODB template formula with division for repeated elements. You can see triple A, double B. So you can see we are dividing by 3 factorial, 2 factorial. Okay, very simple. I hope you understood. Let's see this example. 8 friends, we need to create 3 groups of size 3, 3, 2. How many ways are there? So what will be the answer? Very simple. We have 3 groups, G, G, G. Okay, by default, you already know that we need to create 3 groups of size 3, 3, 2. So basically, by default, when you create the groups, then these are unlabeled. Okay, so this is basically your DOIB template, because the friends, they are distinct. Okay, friends are obviously distinct. So you have distinct objects and identical boxes, unlabeled boxes. So you have G, G, G. These are the 3 groups. Okay, and you can see this distribution is already given to us. This is the distribution that is already given to us. Distribution given to us. Okay, so in this case, how many ways will be there? How to find? That is very simple. Remember, first of all, 3, 3, 2. Okay, so this is the distribution. Now in this distribution, you can easily see, you can write them like this, that it's like A, B. Okay, something like this. Do you agree? So now you can easily see, Because of this repeated elements, here you have repeated elements AA, so we need to divide by 2 factorial. That's it. Okay, we need to divide by 2 factorial because here you have repeated elements. You can see this repeated value in the distribution. Okay, 332. So what will be the final answer? So let's see. So the number of ways that is going to be, that will be equal to, very simple. First you apply the DODB template formula. You can see this total is equal to 8. Yes or no? This total, look at this total equal to 8. And yes, this total should be equal to 8 because we have 8 friends. We want to distribute all the 8 friends. So this total is equal to 8. So you can see first you apply the DODB template formula. That is basically 8 factorial divided by 3 factorial, 3 factorial, 2 factorial. Okay, 3 factorial, 3 factorial, 2 factorial. This is your DODB template formula. Now you can see after this DODB template formula, you also divide for repeated elements. So you can see we will also divide by 2 factorial. This is going to be your answer. I hope you understood. Let's solve this question. 5 friends. We want to create 3 groups of size 2 to 1. How many ways will be there? It is also very simple. You can see 5 friends. We want to create 3 groups of size 2 to 1. Remember this total is equal to 5. Yes, total should be equal to 5 because we want to distribute all the 5 friends. So you can see this is the distribution that is already given to us. Distribution is already given to us. So we just need to apply the formula of DODB template and we need to divide for repeated elements. Okay, so you can see we have 3 groups. So let me write it here. G, G, G. It's very simple. This DOIB template, it is actually very simple. So this is G, 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 and you can see 2 to 1. This is the distribution. That's it. Here you can see again we have same value 2 2. Okay, so you can basically you can consider this like this AA and you can consider this as B. So you can see because of this double A we will divide by 2 factorial repeated elements. Okay, so we will divide by 2 factorial. That's it. So finally what will be the number of ways? Number of ways will be, first you apply the DODB template formula. You can see this total is equal to 5 friends. We are distributing all the 5 friends. So the DODB template formula will be 5 factorial divided by 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 1 factorial. Okay, 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 1 factorial. Now also you need to divide for the repeated elements. So you can see because you have this double A, so because of this 2 factorial will also come. Okay, very simple. Let's solve this question. 5 friends, we need to create 2 groups of size 2, 3. How many ways are there? 5 friends, we are dividing into 2 groups of size 2, 3. So these 2 groups by default they will be unlabeled groups and this distribution is already given to us. So remember this is the distribution that is given to us. The second thing, by default the groups will be unlabeled. So this is a DOIB problem. You have distinct objects, friends are there. We want to distribute them into identical boxes. There are 2 identical boxes. These are the identical boxes GG. And you can see in one box we need to put 2, in one box we need to put 3. So you can see it's like this. I can call it like A, B. So there will be nothing division. Yes or no? There is no repeated elements here. No value is repeating in the distribution. This is the distribution. In the distribution, no value is repeating. So we don't have to divide for the repeated elements. Yes or no? So here what will be the number of ways? That will be very simple. Just apply the DODB template. So you can see 5 friends we are distributing. So this total is equal to 5. So that's it. You can see this will be 5 factorial divided by 2 factorial, 3 factorial. That's it. Okay. Here you can see there is no repeated value in the distribution. Look at the distribution. There is no repeated value. So we don't have to divide for repeated elements. So this will be your final answer. Let's solve this question. You have 4 friends. We are dividing into 2 groups of size 2, 2. So here what is going to be the answer? Very simple. 2 groups we are creating. So that will be like GG. Okay, 2, 2. You can see that's it. In this distribution, look at this distribution. This is the distribution. In this distribution, you can see this value is repeating. You can call it like AA. So here that's it. So what we will do, we will divide by 2 factorial. First, we will apply the DODB template formula and then we will divide by 2 factorial. So what is going to be our final number of ways? that will be, you can see 4 friends we are distributing. So you can see this total distribution is equal to 4. So 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial, 2 factorial. This is the DODB template formula, and extra we have to divide by 2 factorial because of this repeated value, because of this repetition of value in the distribution. So you can see this will be the answer. Very simple. Tell me the answer for this. 6 friends, we need to create 2 groups of size 3 3. So here also the answer will be 6 factorial divided by 3 factorial, 3 factorial. This is the DODB template formula. And remember, because you have 3 3, so we need to divide by extra 2 factorial. It's like this. You have 2 groups, so G. Okay, in every group we need to put 3 3 objects. So you can basically, you can, it's like this, you can call it AA. And because of this, what you will do, you will divide by 2 factorial. First you will apply the DODB template formula, and then you will also divide by 2 factorial. So that's it. This will be the answer. This will be the number of ways. Simple. Let's solve this question. You have 9 friends and you are creating 2 groups. Actually, you are creating three groups of size 2 3 4. 3 groups we are creating. Okay, so here very simple, 9 friends, and these are the 3 groups, unlabeled groups G. So we need to put in one group 2 elements, in another group 3 object, in another group 4 friends. Okay, so that's it. You can basically see it's like this. It's like A B C. No repetition is there. No repetition of value in this distribution. This is the distribution. In this distribution there is no repetition of value. So we don't have to divide the DODB template formula with anything. Okay, because there is no repetition here. So finally the number of ways, that is going to be what? That is going to be, you can see, total is equal to 9 or not. Let me know. Yes, total is equal to 9. Okay, 4 plus 3 plus 2. Yes, total is equal to 9. So it will be 9 factorial divided by, we are applying the DODB template formula, that will be 9 factorial divided by 2 factorial, 3 factorial, 4 factorial. Okay, and there is nothing to divide more. You can see this is the DODB template formula. We don't have to divide by any value because there is no repetition of value in this distribution that is given to you. Very simple. Let's solve this question. 25 friends are there and you are creating 5 groups of size 3 3 3 4 4. Now how many ways will be there? Let's see this. So here you have 5 groups. 5 groups are like this, G. Okay, and you can see this distribution is already given to you, that is 3 3 3 4 4. Okay, this is the distribution. This is a DOIB template because you have different objects. We have 25 friends. We need to distribute them. These are the distinct objects. We need to distribute them into 5 groups. We need to divide them into 5 groups. So by default, the groups will be unlabeled. Okay. Now, so this is a DOIB template. For DOIB template, I told you if the distribution is already given to you, then you just need to apply the DODB template formula, and also you need to divide for the repeated elements. Here you can see these values are repeating in this distribution 3 3 3. Okay, it's like this AA, and here 4 4, it's like BB. So that's it. So you can see because of this you will divide by 3 factorial, and because of this you will divide by 2 factorial. Okay, correct. So just tell me a simple thing. So can I say the answer will be something like this? The final answer, first you apply the DODB template. The DODB template will be, you have 25 friends you are distributing. So first you apply DODB template, that will be 25 factorial. You are distributing 25 friends divided by 3 factorial, 3 factorial, 3 factorial, 4 factorial, 4 factorial. Okay, this will be for the DODB template, yes or no? And also extra we have to divide for the repeated values in the distribution. You can see 3 3 3 4 4. So 3 factorial, 2 factorial. Okay, so extra 3 factorial, 2 factorial will be there. So you tell me, is this answer correct? Think about it and tell me, is this answer correct? No, this answer is wrong. If you got this answer, then you are not focusing on small things. This answer is wrong. Why this answer is wrong? Because remember, This total distribution value, this is not 25. We want to distribute 25 friends, but look at this total value. We are creating 5 groups of size 3, 3, 3, 4, 4. What is this total value? You can see this is 9 plus 8, that is 17. Look at this total, that is 17. But we have 25 friends. Out of 25 friends, only 17 friends will be there in these groups. Okay, yes or no? So you can see we are distributing 25 friends, but in this distribution, the total value is not equal to 25. So that is the reason this is wrong. In this type of situation, what we do, let me tell you. I told you in the DODB template, whenever this happens, if you remember in the DODB template, I told you one thing, that whenever this happens, then where are the remaining friends? Just think like this, that already 17 friends are here. Look at this. This total value is 17. Okay. So where are the remaining 8 friends? There are remaining 8 friends. Where are they? You can consider them in a separate group. Okay. It's like this, that they are in a separate group. Is this clear? There is a, like, they are in a separate group. It's like this. Okay. They are separate. If you remember in the DODB template, I told you this, that okay, you can consider these are the 8 remaining. These are the 8 remaining friends. Okay. So now what will be the answer? So first you apply the DODB template formula. So let me tell you the number of ways. That is very simple. Now you can do, now this total is equal to 25. Yes or no? So that's it. Now this total is 25. So it will be 25 factorial divided by, you can see that will be 3 factorial, 3 factorial, 3 factorial, 4 factorial, 4 factorial, 8 factorial. Okay. This is the DODB template formula so far. So far, this is the DODB template formula, and extra we have to divide by 3 factorial, 2 factorial. Okay, 3 factorial, 2 factorial. Now, this is the correct answer. I hope you understood. Please tell me, did you understand this? Let me know. This will be the number of ways. Okay, if you remember in the DODB template, we have already seen how to handle the remaining elements. So you can see there are total 8 friends remaining. So that will come here, you can see. So that's it. I hope you understood that once we have a distribution in the DOIB template, then we can easily find the answer for number of ways using the DODB template formula with division for the repeated values in the distribution. In the distribution, if some repeated values are there, then so we will divide for the repeated elements, or I can say repeated values. So is this point clear? Please tell me. In the DOIB template, when the distribution is already given to you, okay, then we can easily apply DODB template formula with division for repeated values in this distribution. So this we have already seen. Now we need to see this first thing, that is create cases for different distributions. Okay, so the second point we have already seen. Now we need to see the first point. So let's solve this question. How many ways are there to put 4 different employees into 3 indistinguishable offices where each office can contain any number of employees? So here, first of all, what template is this? Here you can see we have 4 different employees. We need to put them, we need to distribute them into 3 indistinguishable offices. So which template is this? This is like distinct objects. We need to put these distinct objects. 4 different employees are there. We need to distribute them, we need to put them into 3 indistinguishable offices. These are the identical offices. Indistinguishable means identical. So you have identical offices. So this template is DOIB template. DOIB template. Different objects and identical boxes. And I told you that when you have DOIB template, then how to solve this question? Tell me one thing, distribution is given to you or not? In these 3 offices, there are 3 offices. In these 3 offices, let's assume these are the offices, room number 1, room number 2, room number 3. Actually, all the rooms are actually identical. So you cannot say room number 1. Okay, because all the rooms are basically same. You have 3 indistinguishable offices. So you cannot say room number 1, room number 2, room number 3. You can simply say that these are the 3 offices, R. Because all the offices, these are basically identical. Okay, tell me one thing. Is the distribution given to us? that in each office how many we need to put, in each office how many objects we need to put. Is the distribution given? No, the distribution is not given. So what we need to do? I told you in the DOIB template, if the distribution is not given to you, then first you have to create the cases. By cases, you need to create the distributions. Okay, and let me tell you that when you create the cases, then you need to be careful. Okay, you need to go step by step. So let's create cases here. We have three identical offices. So now notice I am creating the cases. The case 1. What is the case 1? Among these offices, let's assume we are only using one office. Okay, so remember I am going sequence by sequence, step by step. In the case 1, I will use only one office. Okay, means basically I will create one part only. One part means it's like this, that I am using only one office. Okay, I am going to use only one office because I have three identical offices. Now, in this case 1, only one office we are going to use. Then in the case 2, we will use two offices. In the case 3, we will use three offices. We have only three identical offices. So step by step we will go. So in the case 1, I am using only one office. That is basically one part is there. So tell me how many ways will be there first of all. If I am using only one office, tell me one thing. Does it matter which office I use? No, it does not matter because all the offices are identical. So you can use any office. It does not matter which office you use because all the offices are identical. So remember in this case 1, basically what will happen? All the 4 employees will go in the same box. This is the distribution, yes or no? All of them, they will go to the same box. It's like this, that all employees in same office, they will go in the same office. So how many ways are there? If all the employees are going in the same office, then you let me know how many ways are there. What is the number of ways? Can I say that will be 3 because you have 3 offices? All the employees are going to the same office. So can I say number of ways will be 3 because there are 3 offices? No, all the offices are identical. So you can go into any office. It does not matter. All the offices are identical. So the number of ways, that will be only 1. That's it. Okay. Now let's see the case 2. Case 2 is what? Case 2 is we are using two offices. Okay, means two parts. Two parts, or I can say basically we are using two offices. So now let me know, if we use two offices, then a simple point I'm asking. So can I do this like, okay, 4 0, this partition can I do that 4 employee together and in one office empty? Can I do this? No, because see, this we have already considered when we were using one office. If you write like this 4 0, basically what you are saying that we are using only one office. All the 4 employees are going to the same office. Then it simply means we are using only one office that we have already considered. Using only one office that we have already considered. Okay, so remember, don't say 4 0 because we need to use two offices. We must use two offices. So what are the distributions? The distributions are like this. Either we can do 3 1, this distribution 3 1, or I can say 2 2. Can I say 1 3? Tell me, these will be different or these will be same? 3 1, 1 3. Are they different or are they same? They are same because all the offices are identical. Notice one thing, offices are identical. So if you do, for example, if you are doing like this, RR 3 1 1 3, are they different or same? They are same. Do you agree with me? Because anyway, all the offices are identical. So it does not matter if you write 3 1 or if you write 1 3, both are same. So please understand that this, if you are considering 3 1, you don't have to consider 1 3. Okay, because anyway, they are basically same because all the offices are identical, all the offices are same. So that is the reason these two cases are also same. So only two cases are possible here. In this case 2, there are two sub cases possible, 3 1 and 2 2. That's it. So now you tell me here how many ways will be there. Now the distribution you already have. When you have the distribution, then what you need to do in the DOIB template? In the DOIB template, when you have the distribution, then you apply the DODB template formula with the division for the repeated values. Here there is no repeated value. Here you have 3 comma 1, there is no repeated value. So just apply the DODB template formula. You can see this is the total number is 4, because we have 4 different employees. We are distributing 4 employees. So this total number is equal to 4. So 4 factorial divided by 3 factorial, 1 factorial. This value will be 4 ways. Okay. What about this here? 2, 2. Here there is a repeated value. Yes or no? There is a repeated value. It's like this, AA, repeated value. So here what we need to do? First we need to apply the DODB template, that is 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial, 2 factorial. This is the DODB template formula. And also we need to divide for the repeated values, that is we need to divide by 2 factorial also. Okay, so what this value will be? You can see this is 8. 24 divided by 8, that is 3 ways. Okay, is this clear? So total 7 ways are here. In this case 2, total 7 ways. Okay, let's move on. What will be the case 3? The case 3 will be, we are using all the 3 rooms. Case 3, that is 3 parts, or I can say that using 3 rooms, 3 offices. We are going to use all the 3 offices. So in this, tell me how many distributions are possible. Let me know in this case 3. In this case 3, only this is the distribution possible, 2, 1, 1. Yes or no? This is the only distribution possible. Don't say 1 to 1, because anyway they will be same, because all the offices are identical. All the offices are identical. So don't say 1 to 1. Okay, 2, 1, 1, 1 to 1, they will be same, because all the offices are identical. So that's it. So here this is the distribution. This is the only distribution possible. So tell me in this distribution, how many ways will be there? What will be the number of ways? That will be equal to 4 factorial. First you apply the DODB template formula, 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial, 1 factorial, 1 factorial. Okay, 2 factorial, 1 factorial, 1 factorial. And you also divide for the repeated values. Do we have repeated values here? It's like this. You can call it A, but these are BB. So yes, there is repeated value. We have repeated value. Yes or no? So because of this double B, we will divide by 2 factorial. That's it. This will be your value. So number of ways, what is that? 24 divided by 4. So that is 6. Yes or no? So 6 ways here. So finally, what is the final answer for this question? The final answer will be, remember, only 3 cases are possible. We use only 1 office, we use 2 offices, we use 3 office, because only 3 offices are there. Okay, so that's it. So now you can see the final answer. That will be case 1 plus case 2 plus case 3. So what is the value? In the case 1, that was 1. What is the value in case 2? In case 2, I think we got value 7. In case 3, we got the value 6 ways. Okay, so finally, what is the answer? That is 14. Is this correct? Yes. You can see in the case 1, 1 way. In the case 2, we had 7 ways. In the case 3, we have 6 ways. So this is the final value, 14 ways. This is the final answer. Very simple. I hope you understood this. Okay. So remember what we have done. Understand this very carefully. First of all, this is a DOIB template problem that you already know, because you have 4 different employees, different objects, and identical boxes. So remember, this was a DOIB template problem. In the DOIB template, let me tell you, there is no direct simple formula. In the DODB, there is a formula. In the IODB, there is a formula. But in the DOIB template, remember, there is no direct simple formula to solve the question. So what we need to do? We need to create cases. So first we will create the cases for different distributions. Once we have a distribution, then we can apply the DODB template formula with division for repeated values. Very simple. Now let me tell you that when you create the cases, then you need to be very careful. So here, read this. While creating the cases, go step by step. Always go step by step. Don't go randomly. Don't create random cases. Okay, what you do? When you create the cases, then always go step by step. For example, first you create cases with only using one box. Okay, use only one box. It's like this: all distributions with one box, all distributions with two box, and so on. So like this you create cases, then you can easily solve the question. Let's solve this question, question number 50 from the Kenneth Rosen book. How many ways are there to distribute five distinguishable objects into three indistinguishable boxes? Let me know which template is this. This is DOIB template because we have five distinguishable objects and three indistinguishable boxes. First, we need to create cases in the DOIB. First, we need to create cases. So always go systematic way. What the case one? The case one that we will create, that will be use only one room. It's like this, only one part. Okay, use only one room. Use only one box. Okay, so if you are using only one box, then what are the distribution? That's it. We have all the five people, all the five people. Let's assume these are five friends. So all the five friends, they will go to the same box. How many ways? What will be the number of ways? That will be one, because all friends going to the same room. It's like this, that you have some friends, five friends are there, and they are going to a hotel, to a haunted hotel, where all the three rooms are identical, all the three rooms are same. So this is the case one. We are using only one room, means all the friends, they are together. In a haunted movie, this is the most, I can say, sensible thing to do. Yes or no? In a haunted hotel, all the friends are together. These are very intelligent friends, so they are together. So you can see in this, all friends together, all friends together in the same room. So you let me know how many ways will be there if all the friends are in the same room. Can I say there will be three ways because you have three rooms? No, the answer will be one, because all the rooms are identical, all the rooms are same. So if all the friends are together, they can go to any room. You cannot say there are three ways. The number of ways will be one, because all the rooms are same. So they can go to any room. All the rooms are identical. So here, that's it. So number of ways will be only one. All the friends will be going to the same room. Any room you can choose, because all the rooms are identical. What will be case 2? Case 2 will be two part. Two parts means use two rooms. Okay, what you do? You use two boxes. So when we use two boxes, how many distributions are possible? That very simple. We are using two boxes. So either this distribution is possible for one, four friends in the same room, one person in different room. So who will be gone in this movie? This person will be the first to go. First to go. Yes or no? In this haunted hotel, four people together, and one person is going separately in the different room. So you can see this person will go first in this movie. Okay, yes or no? Very simple. What is another distribution? That is, we are using only two boxes, remember? So another distribution is 3 2. Nothing else is possible. If you use only two rooms, nothing else is possible. That's it. So these are the distributions. Now tell me, in this distribution, what are the number of ways? The number of ways. Once we have the distribution in the DOIB template, I told you, once we have the distribution, then you can find the number of ways very easily using the DODB template and divide for the repeated value. There is no repeated value here. 4 comma 1, no repeated value. So very simple. The answer will be 5 factorial divided by 4 factorial, 1 factorial, and this value will be equal to 5. So these are the 5 ways. And what about this next one? 3 comma 2. What will be the number of ways? That will be 5 factorial divided by 3 factorial, 2 factorial. Okay, here also there is no repeated value. Yes or no? There is no repeated value, no repetition of value. So because there is no repeated value, so this will be the answer. 5 factorial divided by 3 factorial, 2 factorial. So this will be basically like 10. It will be 10 ways. Okay. In this case 2, total we got 15 ways. And what about the case 3? What is going to be the case 3? what we do, we use all the three rooms, yes or no? Basically we create three parts, we create three parts of friends. Okay, so here basically we use all the three rooms, all three rooms we use, because in this hotel only three rooms are there. You cannot use four rooms, you cannot use five rooms, only three rooms are there. So we can use all the three rooms. So how many distributions will be there? Either you can distribute like this 3 1 1, or you can distribute how, let me know, that will be like 2 2 1. Is there anything else possible? No, nothing else is possible. So in this case, what will be the number of ways? Number of ways will be very simple. In the DOIB template, when the distribution is already given to you, then to find the number of ways, you just apply the DODB template. That will be 5 factorial divided by 3 factorial, 1 factorial, 1 factorial. And remember, there is repeated value here. Here there is a repeated value, AA. Yes or no? So because of this repeated value, we have to divide by 2 factorial. And what about this? What will be the number of ways here? That will be 5 factorial divided by 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 1 factorial. And remember, again there is a repeated value. Here you have A, it's like this is B, here also this is B. So you can see that we need to divide by 2 factorial. Okay, is this point clear? That's it. So now you can just do the addition. Here, the final value that you got, what is that? Let me know. Here this is 10 ways. And here, how many ways are there? You can calculate. Okay, so this is 120 divided by 8. So it will be like 1, 5. I think 15 ways. Okay, so total final for this question, final answer will be what? Answer will be, when you create only one part partition. Okay, one part partition. How many? There were only one way. Then when you create two parts partition, and then you create three parts partition. So when you create two part partition, then we got, I think, 15. Correct? When we were creating two parts, then total we got 15. And when we are creating the three parts, then total we got, that is 10 plus 15, 25 ways. Okay, so that's it. So finally answer will be what? That is going to be 25 plus 15 plus 1, 41 ways. Okay, is this point clear? Very simple. Now let's move on. Let's solve this question. Question number 51 from the Kenneth Rosen. How many ways are there to distribute 6 distinguishable objects into 4 indistinguishable boxes so that each box must contain at least one object? First of all, which template is this? This is DOIB template, because you have distinguishable objects into indistinguishable boxes. So this is a DOIB template. Now how to solve this DOIB template? First you understand that this is a DOIB template. And in the DOIB template, I told you that there is no direct simple formula. So we need to create cases. The question is simply saying that you have 6 distinguishable objects, 6 friends are going to a hotel in which there are 4 identical rooms. So there are total 4 identical rooms here. These are the rooms, these are the boxes like B, 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 B. These are the 4 identical boxes. Okay. So here you can see the question is saying that each box must contain at least one object. So how many distributions are possible? First of all, every box must contain 1 1 1. Now how many remaining people? Total we have 6 friends, 6 I can say distinguishable objects. Already 1 1 1 is going to each box. Okay, so the remaining how many? 2. 2 objects are remaining. So what we can do? Either we can do like this, that okay, either we can do like this 3 1 1 1, or we can do like 2 2 1 1. That's it. Yes or no? Either this is possible or this is possible. No other distribution is possible if you think about it. So that's it. We just need to find the value for these two distributions. Is this clear? In this distribution, what will be the value? In the DOIB template, when the distribution is given to you, then you just apply the formula. The DODB template formula you apply and you divide for the repeated values. These are the repeated values. It's like this. For example, consider this as A. These are like B, B, B. So what we will do? First you apply the DODB template formula, that will be totally 6. We are dividing 6 objects. So you can see 6 factorial divided by 3 factorial, 1 factorial, 1 factorial, 1 factorial. So I can simply call it 3 factorial. And remember, because of this repetition of value B, 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 because of this extra 3 factorial we will divide. And what about this? Here you have repetition of value, you can see it's like AA and it's like BB. So because of this double A, we will divide by 2 factorial. Because of this, we will divide by 2 factorial. So the total will be 6 factorial divided by 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 1 factorial, 1 factorial. So 2 factorial, 2 factorial. And remember extra 2 factorial because of this repetition of value. Okay, that's it. So what is going to be the final answer? 20 plus 45, that will be 65. So you can see this is the final answer, remember. Final answer. That is 20 plus 45, that is 65. This will be the final answer for this question. Okay, very simple. Now let's move on. Now let's see a note. This DOIB template that we have studied, it applies on the following problems. There are two problems on which this DOIB template will be applicable, and these are finding number of partitions of a set. If you have some set of elements, remember in a set we have distinct elements. Set is an unordered collection of distinct elements. So you have distinct elements and you are partitioning them. You are dividing them into some parts. So you can see when you want to do partition of a set, then for finding the number of partition of set, you can apply the DOIB template. Also, to find the number of equivalence relations possible on a set, you can apply the DOIB template. So this DOIB template, this applies on these two problems: finding number of partitions of a set, how many partitions of a set are there, also to find the number of equivalence relations on a set. Let me tell you, this partition of a set and this equivalence relation, these concepts we study in the set theory course. But the point I am telling you here that this DOIB template, this applies on these two problems. Okay, if you want to find the number of equivalence relations or if you want to find the number of partitions of a set, then you can apply the DOIB template. Okay, now let's see one important point. This we study in the set theory. This point is that for every set S, the number of partitions of set S, that is same as the number of equivalence relations on set S. So remember, whatever set S is given to you, if they ask you how many equivalence relations are possible on this set S, so that will be same as number of partitions of set S. You can just count how many partitions are there for set S, that will be the answer. So this is very important result from the set theory. In set theory we study this, that for every set S, the number of partitions of set S, that is same as the number of equivalence relations on set S. Let's solve this question. This is GATE 1997 question. The number of equivalence relations of set 1, 2, 3, 4. How many number of equivalence relations are possible on this set 1, 2, 3, 4? So I told you that for every set S, the number of equivalence relations on set S, that is same as number of partitions of set S. So here the question is asking the number of equivalence relations on this set. So what we can do, we can find how many partitions are there for this set. This is set of 4 elements, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can just simply find, instead of finding number of equivalence relations, we can find how many partitions are there for this set, because number of equivalence relations on set S, that will be same as number of partitions of set S. Okay, we have already seen that this finding the number of partitions of set S or finding the number of equivalence relations on this set S, we can apply the DOIB template. Okay, both of these problems whether you find partitions of set S or whether you find number of equivalence relations on set S, both of these problems, they will follow the DOIB template. So just apply the DOIB template, distinguishable objects and indistinguishable boxes. Let's apply this template and let's find the answer. So here, instead of finding the number of equivalence relations, I will find how many partitions are there. So we just need to find number of partitions. Number of partitions of this set 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have total 4 different elements. Yes or no? Here you have 4 different objects. Okay. Now, to find the number of partitions, we will go step by step because this is a DOIB problem. In the DOIB problem, there is no direct formula. There is no direct simple formula. So we need to create the cases. So let me create the cases. When I create the cases, I will go step by step. First, I will consider those cases where we are creating only one part. Okay. So case number 1, we are creating only one part. One part partition. We are only creating one part. So if you are creating only one part, then what we need to do in this part, we need to put all the elements. So if you are creating only one part, then what will happen? All the elements you will put in the same part. All the elements will go in the same part. It will be something like this. All the 4 elements will go together. So how many ways will be there? Number of ways, that will be one only. That's it. Because all the elements will go together. Okay, so number of ways in this case 1, that will be 1. What about case 2? Case 2 will be, I will create 2 parts partition. I am going to create 2 part. So if I create 2 part, then either I can create 2 part like this, 3, 1. In one part I will put 3 elements, in another part I will put 1 element, or I can create 2, 2. That's it. Only these are possible, nothing else is possible. Here what will be the answer? Just apply the DOIB template. In the DOIB template, you already know, once the distribution is given to you, then you can apply the DODB template formula and you need to divide for the repeated elements. There is no repeated value here, 3, 1, there is no repeated value. So just apply the DODB template formula, that will be 4 factorial divided by 3 factorial, 1 factorial. And that is basically 4 ways. What about this? Here, again 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial, 2 factorial. Apply the DODB template formula, 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial, 2 factorial. But remember, because here there is a repetition of value, it's like AA. So because of this, we will divide by 2 factorial. Okay, so extra, remember, we have to divide by 2 factorial extra. So what will be this value? 24 divided by 8, that will be 3 ways. This is the case number 2. What will be the case number 3? We will create 3 parts. 3 parts partition. So if you create 3 parts, then how many distributions are possible? Only this is the distribution possible, 2, 1, 1. So what will be the number of ways? Here there is repetition of value. If you think that this is A, then these are like B, B. There is repetition of value. So here the answer will be 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 1 factorial, 1 factorial. If you apply the DODB template formula, then you will get 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial, 1 factorial, 1 factorial. Okay. And remember, there is extra division because of this repetition of value. So because of this double B, I can say there will be extra division by 2 factorial. Now, this is 24 divided by 4. This will be 6. 6 ways. Okay. Can I create case 4 also? Yes, I can create case 4 also. That will be, I can create 4 parts. Okay, I can create 4 parts. If I create 4 parts, then there is only one distribution possible, that will be 1, 1, 1, 1. Means all the elements will go to separate parts. All the elements I am putting in the separate parts. So there is only one way, yes or no? Either you can directly see there is only one way, because we are putting all the elements in the separate parts. Okay, it's like DOIB problem. So all the boxes are identical. Okay, the objects are different but the boxes are identical, all the boxes are identical. So you can see, you can just put all these four elements in different parts, so there is only one way. Or if you want, you can apply the formula if you want. Okay, you can apply the formula. For example, you apply the DODB template formula, that will be 4 factorial divided by 1 factorial, 1 factorial, 1 factorial, 1 factorial. Okay, yes or no? 1 factorial, 1 factorial, 1 factorial, 1 factorial. And remember, there is repetition of value here. So we need to divide by 4 factorial. Yes or no? There is repetition of value. 1, 1, 1, 1. It's like A. So because of this, we need to extra divide by 4 factorial. The point is, ultimately we are getting only one way. Here also we are getting one way. So that's it. So remember, in this case 4 we got only one way. So what is the final answer? Can you create 5 parts? If your 4 people, 4 elements are there, can you divide them into 5 parts? Tell me. Your total 4 people, 4 values are there. Can you divide them into 5 parts? No, we cannot. Okay, so remember, maximum 4 parts are possible. Minimum 1 part is possible. So finally, what will be the answer? Here the answer will be, how many 1 part partition you created plus how many 2 part partition you created, how many 3 parts partition you created, and how many 4 parts partition you created. How many 1 part partition you created? That is 1 only. How many 2 part partition you created? That was 7. How many 3 part partition we created? That was 6. And how many 4 part partition we created? That is 1. So the final answer we got, that is 15. 15 ways, or I can say 15 equivalence relations. The question is asking for number of equivalence relations, so that will be 15. The answer will be 15. Because remember, the number of equivalence relations on any set, that is same as the number of partitions of that set. So here the answer is going to be 15. The next topic we study, that is IOIB template, means indistinguishable objects into indistinguishable boxes, identical objects into identical boxes. Let me tell you, the most simple template is IOIB template, because here all the objects are identical, also all the boxes are identical. Let's see one example, that is 4 identical apples and 3 identical boxes. We have 4 identical apples, all are A, all are same, all apples are same, and we have 3 identical boxes. It's like these are the boxes B. All boxes are also identical. Now let's see how many distributions are possible, how many ways are there we can distribute 4 identical apples into 3 identical boxes. So here, just create cases. Okay, let's see. These are the cases possible, remember, because you have these 3 boxes B. So how many distributions will be there? Let's find it. First, we will create case 1. What we do? We use only one box. Okay, again, one part. Means we are using only one box. Using only one box. Tell me one thing. If I use only one box, then does it matter which box I use? No, it does not matter, because remember, all the boxes are identical. So if you are using one box, then it does not matter which box you use, because all the boxes are identical. You can use any box. Okay, and remember, all the apples are identical. Basically, in this case one, what will happen? All the apples we will put in one box. Okay, in this case one, this is going to happen, that in one box we are going to put all the apples, all the 4 apples we are going to put here. It's like 4, all the 4 apples together. So there is only one way to do this. Do you agree? Why one way? Because all the apples we are putting in the same box, in one box. All the apples we are putting in the one box, but remember, all the boxes are same. So you can use any box. So there is only one way to do this. Okay, this is the case 1. What is the case 2? Let's see case 2. In case 2, you use 2 parts. Okay, you divide these apples into 2 parts, or I can say, what you do, you use 2 boxes. Because we have 3 boxes, so I am going to divide these apples into 2 parts. So if I create 2 parts, then either I can do like this, that 3 apple in one box, 1 apple in another box, or I can do 2. Okay, can I do this 1 3? No, these will be same. What is the reason? These will be same. The reason is simple, because all the boxes are identical. Since all the boxes are identical, it's like this: box, box, both are BB. If you do 1 3, if you do 3 1, both are same, because the boxes are identical. Okay, so remember, here you don't have to consider this. 3 1 1 3 both are same. Now just tell me a simple point here. In this 3 1, how many ways will be there? If I want to distribute like this, that 3 apples in one box, 1 apple in another box, then how many ways will be there? Only one way, because all the apples are identical. It's very simple. You are putting 3 apples in one box, 1 apple in another box, but all the apples are identical, so there is only one way. Just take two boxes, all the boxes are also identical. Three boxes are identical. I want to use two boxes. I can use any two boxes. So I am taking two boxes because the boxes are identical. Now I have two boxes. Now I want to put three boxes, three apples in one box, one apple in another box, because the apples are identical. So I can take any three apple, put in one box, and one apple in another box. So there is only one way. Similarly, here what? 2, 2. In one box, I am putting two apple. In another box, two apple. Again, there is only one way, because all the apples are identical, all the boxes are identical. Again, there is one way. So, did you notice one thing, that whatever distribution you create, for every distribution, there will be one way only. Okay, yes or no? For every distribution, we will get only one way. Let's see case number 3. What that will be? 3 parts. We divide these apples into 3 parts, means we use all the 3 boxes. We use all the 3 boxes. Okay, so if you use only all the 3 boxes, then you can do this 2 1 1. That's it, nothing else you can do. Okay, how many ways? Again, only one way, because all the apples identical, all the boxes are identical, so there is only one way. That's it. So final answer will be what? Final answer will be, remember, how many distributions you can create, that will be the final answer. Because whatever distribution you create, there will be only one way. So the final answer will be 1 plus 2 plus 1, that will be 4 ways. That's it. This is the final answer. I hope you understood. So let's see this. This is the IOIB template. This is the most easy template. Remember, identical objects, identical boxes. Objects are same and the boxes are same. So for any IOIB template based question, what you need to do? You need to create cases. So just create cases for different distributions. You find different distributions. And then remember that for each distribution, the number of ways will be 1. Whatever distribution you create, there will be only one way to do this. So the number of ways for each distribution will be 1, because all the objects are identical, all the boxes are identical. So finally, I can say that in any IOIB problem, the number of ways to distribute, that will be same as number of cases possible, or I can say number of distributions possible. Okay, number of distributions possible. So remember, how many distributions you can create, that will be the final answer. How number of distributions possible. Let's solve some questions. Let's solve this question. How many ways are there to pack 6 copies of same book into 4 identical boxes, where a box can contain as many as 6 books? So remember here, first of all, which template is this? You need to pack 6 copies of same book, identical objects, correct? Identical objects. We need to distribute them into 4 identical boxes. Identical boxes. So this is IOIB template. IOIB template. And IOIB template is the most easy template, let me tell you. Okay, what we need to do? We just need to see how many distributions are possible. For every distribution, there will be only one way. So you can see, if you use only one box, then how many distributions will be possible? See, either you put all the six copies in the same box. Okay, we are using only one box. Or what you can do? You can do 5 comma 1. If you use two boxes, okay, here you are using only one box. Okay, this is, you are using only one box. If you use two boxes, then how many distributions will be possible? If I use two boxes, then 5 1 or 4 2 or 3 3. Nothing else is possible. Yes or no? Okay, remember, for everything you will get one way. One way for this, one way for this, one way for this, because all the objects are identical, all the boxes are identical. So whatever distribution you create, for every distribution there will be only one way. If I use three boxes, then how many distributions I can create? I can do like this. I can do 4 1 1, or what I can do, I can do 3 2 1. Is there anything else possible? No, nothing else is possible. So there will be one way here, one way here. Okay, actually 2 2 2 is also possible. So there is 2 2 2, that is also possible. So there, that will be one way. 2 2 2, that is also possible. Okay, now if I use all the four boxes, because I have four boxes, right? The question is saying there are four boxes. So if I use all the four boxes, then how many distributions are possible? I can create like this: 3 1 1 1. This is possible, 3 1 1 1. Or what I can do, I can do 2 2 1 1. Yes or no? So here also one way, here also one way. That's it. Nothing else is possible. So finally, what is the answer? Let me know. The answer is, that is, you can count 4, 5, total 9. Yes or no? So the answer will be 9. Very simple. You can see 1 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2. So that is basically 9. This will be the answer. I hope you understood. Let's all get 2022 question. The number of arrangements of 6 identical balls in 3 identical bins. Which template is this? We want to distribute 6 identical balls, identical objects, into identical bins, So this is IOIB template, identical objects into identical boxes. I told you that to solve any IOIB template question, what we need to do? We need to create cases of different distributions. And remember, for every distribution, the number of ways will be one, because all the objects are identical, all the boxes are identical. So you just create the different distributions. The number of distributions will be the answer, because for every distribution, the number of ways will be one. So let's see this. Here we have 6 identical balls. We want to distribute them into 3 identical bins. Maximum 3 identical bins we can use. Okay, so let's see. You create cases here. What the first case? Case 1, that is, if we use only one bin, means only one part. Okay, if we use only one bin, means only one part. One part simply means we are using only one bin, one box. Okay, in this case, what we need to do? In this case, only one way will be there, because in this case, basically, all the 6 identical balls you will put in the same bin. And remember, all the 6 identical balls we are putting in one bin. So can I say that answer will be 3 because we have 3 bins? No, because remember, all the bins are identical. So if you are putting all the 6 identical balls in one bin, then you can use any bin. All the bins are identical, all the boxes are identical. So there will be only one way. Okay, very simple. What about case 2? In case 2, you use 2 bins, or I can say 2 boxes, 2 parts. Basically, you use 2 boxes, 2 bins. So here, what is going to be the, how many distributions are possible if I use 2 bins? Then either I can create like this 5 1, or I can create like this 4 2, or I can create 3 3. Nothing else is possible. Okay, for everything I will get one way, one way, one way, because all the objects and boxes are identical. Okay, so this is the case 2. What about the case 3? If you use all the 3 boxes, so 3 parts, so we are using all the 3 boxes. So either I can do this 4 1 1, either this is possible, or 3 2 1 is possible, or 2 2 2 is possible. That's it, nothing else is possible. Okay, this. For everything you will get one way, one way, one way, one way, one way. So finally, what is the answer here? For this question, the answer will be 1, when you are using only one part, or I can say one box, plus 3 when you are using two parts or two boxes, plus 3 when you are using three parts or three boxes. So the final answer will be 7 ways. This is GATE 2022 question. Very simple question. Let's solve this question. How many ways are there to put 7 balls in 4 identical bins? When nothing is given, here you can see in this question, nothing is given, the balls are identical or different. What you will consider by default? By default, here these balls are identical or different, that is not given. So by default, what you will consider? Identical. By default, we will consider them identical. For example, if I tell you that I have 7 mangoes, then you will consider them by default identical, yes or no? For example, in my bag there are 10 apples, so by default you will consider them identical. So these are identical balls into identical bins. So this is IOIB problem, and because this is IOIB problem, so to solve this question, what we need to do? We just need to create cases. Okay, let's create the cases. If I use only one bin, then all the 7 balls I am putting in one bin. So this will be one way. Okay, or what I can do, if I use two bins, remember here we are using only one bin. If I use two bins, then what are the possible arrangements, or I can say what are the possible distributions? If I use two bins, then I can do 6-1, or I can do 5-2, or I can do 4-3. That's it, nothing else. Okay, nothing else is possible. So you can see there is, like, for everything you will get one way, one way, one way. If I use three bins, then if I use three bins, then I can do this distribution. For example, I can do 5-1-1. This is possible, right? Next, what is possible? For example, 4-2-1 is possible. What else is possible? Just think. Think about it. 3-3-1 is possible. What else is possible? Think about it. 3-2-2 is possible. Correct. Is there anything else possible? No, that's it. So there are 4 here. Okay, and if I use 4 bins, then it will be like this. I can use 4-1-1-1, like this I can use, or I can do 3-2-1-1, like this I can do. Anything else? Is there anything else? Yes, I can do 2-2-2-1. Okay, that's it. So finally answer will be what? You can see 1 plus 3 plus 4. The answer will be 1 plus 3 plus 4 plus 3. The answer here, that is 11 ways. Okay, very simple question. I hope you understood. So you can see there are total 11 ways. Let's solve this question. 7 balls into 7 identical bins. Now remember, we have 7 identical bins. In the previous question, we have 4 identical bins. So we have already counted up to 4 bins. We have already counted, yes or no? So remember, if we use maximum 4 bins, if we use, okay, up to 4 bins, what was the answer? 11 ways. Up to 4 bins, this we have already counted. Now let's see, if you use 5 bins, then what will be the answer? If you use 6 bins, and if you use 7 bins, then what will be the answer? Because we have 7 bins. Okay, so let's see what are the distributions possible. If you use 5 bins, then 3-1-1-1-1, this is possible. Okay, or what is possible? 2-2-1-1-1, this is possible. Nothing else is possible. If I use 6 bins, then 2-1-1-1-1-1-1, this is possible. That's it. And if I use 7 bins, then this is possible. So you can see total these are 4 more ways. So what will be the final answer here? That will be 11 plus 4. That will be 15 ways. Okay, you can see. Very simple. Let's see a note. That is, this IOIB template that we have studied, this applies on the following problem. Integer partition problem. Integer partition problem follows the IOIB template. Very simple. We will see what is integer partition, we will see. But the point is, integer partition problem, you have a positive integer and you are partitioning it. Okay, so this integer partition problem, this follows the IUIB template. So let's see what is this integer partition problem, and let's see what is the partition number. So first point is that integer partition problem follows the IUIB template. Now let's understand what is this integer partition problem. Let's see the definition of integer partition. If you have a positive integer n, we must have a positive integer. So what is the partition of positive integer n? Partition of a positive integer n, this is a way of writing n as unordered summation of non-zero positive integers. Okay, remember, order does not matter. Unordered summation of non-zero positive integers. This is your partition of a positive integer. And this, because this is unordered, this summation is unordered, but usually we write it in the non-increasing order of positive integers. Remember, this is unordered. The order does not matter. But we just, for sometimes, most of the times, what we do, we just write it in the non-increasing order, or I can say in the decreasing order we write. That's it. Very simple point. We write in the decreasing order, but actually this is unordered. The order does not matter, but this is just what we do usually. Okay, let's see one example. Let's see the partition of n equal to 4. I told you that partition of a positive integer n, that is a way of writing n as a unordered summation of non-zero positive integers. So you can see this 4. This 4 I can write as summation of positive integers. Okay, what are the different ways? I want to write this 4 as summation of positive integers, summation of non-zero positive integers. Then what are the different ways? I can do this 4, that's it. Okay, I can simply write 4, or what I can do, I can write 1 plus 3. Remember, 1 plus 3 and 3 plus 1 both are same because unordered. So remember, this 1 plus 3 and 3 plus 1, they are, remember, both are same. Both are same. Don't count them two times. Both are same. Or what I can do, I can write 2 plus 2. Or what I can do, I can write 2 plus 1 plus 1. Or what I can do, I can write 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. That's it. Remember, this 2 plus 1 plus 1, that is same as 1 plus 2 plus 1. That is same as 1 plus 1 plus 2. Both are same. So tell me finally, what is the answer? How many partitions of n equal to 4 are there? Tell me the number of partitions of n equal to 4. Number of partitions of n equal to 4. That will be what? We will denote this by P4. This is called partition number of 4. Partition number of 4, that is number of partitions of 4. You can see that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the answer will be 5. Okay, is this clear? So remember, partition of a positive integer, that is just a way of writing this n as unordered summation of non-zero positive integers. So you can see the number of partitions of n equal to 4, that is equal to 5. Or I can say partition number of 4, that is 5. This P4, this is called partition number of 4, that is 5. For example, what is the partition number of 5? You can see these are the partitions of 5. So remember, partition number of 5, that will be what? P5. P5 means partition number of 5. That means number of partitions of 5. And that is equal to what? How many? You can see 3, 3, 1. Okay, that is basically 7. So you can see that is 7. Understood? Very simple. So remember, P5, that is equal to 7. P5 means how many partitions are there for n equal to 5? That is 7. And you can see these are the partitions on your screen. You can see this is one part partition. Here you have only one part. So this is one part partition. What about these? These are two part partition. And what about these? You can see these are three part partition. You can see this is four parts partition. and you can see this is 5 parts. Okay, understood? And what is the partition number of 5? That is 7, because you can see this total, this is basically equal to 7. Total 7 partitions are there for 5. Let's solve this question. What is the partition number of 6? The question is asking partitions of n equal to 6, or I can say what is P6, or I can say what is the partition number of 6? Partition number of 6, that is equal to P6, that is equal to number of partitions of 6. So let's find this value. I told you that integer partition follows IOIB template. Yes or no? We have already seen. This is integer partition problem. Integer partition problem follows the IOIB template. So let's apply the IOIB template. Very simple. We have, it's like this, that we have total 6 identical objects, because anyway this is IOIB template problem. Okay, we just need to create the cases. We just need to create the distributions. That will be your answer. In the IOIB template, you just need to create the distributions. That will be your answer. Okay, so let's go one by one, step by step. How many one part partitions are there? Tell me. Let's consider one part partition. That will be only, that's it, 6. Yes or no? This will be the one part partition, that will be 6. Total I want n equal to 6, remember. So you can see this is the one part partition, 6. How many two part partition? How many? Very simple. I can create 5 plus 1, or I can create 4 plus 2, or I can create 3 plus 3. That's it. Nothing else. Tell me, how many three part partition? Three part partition, that will be like 4 plus 1 plus 1. Or what I can do? I can do 3 plus 2 plus 1, or I can do 2 plus 2 plus 2. Nothing else is possible. How many four parts? Let me know. How many four parts partitions are there? 4 parts. That simply means like 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. Correct? What else? For example, 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1. Is there anything else possible? No, nothing else is possible. Okay, what about 5 parts? Only this is possible. 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. And how many 6 parts? That will be 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. Okay, that's it. So finally, what is the answer? You can see 1, 3, 3. So that is 7 plus 2 plus 2. That is 11. So what is P6? Tell me. So P6 is basically 11. Is this point clear? The partition number of 6, that is basically 11. So here I can write that partition number of 6, that is basically 11. Okay, this is the final answer you got here. This will be 11. Okay, very simple. Now let me tell you one note. We have already seen integer partition. This integer partition follows the IOIB template. But in the previous lectures, we have seen integer composition also, if you remember. Also, in this same lecture, we have seen partition of a set. So remember, there are 3 things, and these 3 things are different. Please understand. Integer partition is different. Set partition is different. Partition of a set, that is different. Integer composition is different. In the previous lecture, we have already seen integer composition follows IODB problem. Okay, in the previous lecture, we have already seen this. Integer composition follows IODB problem, IODB template. And in this lecture, we have seen that partition of a set, when you have a set, the partition of a set follows the DOIB template. And just now we have seen that integer partition, or I can say partition number, that follows IOIB template. Remember, these things are, these 3 problems are different. Integer composition, in the previous lecture we have seen. Integer partition, in this lecture we have seen. Partition of a set, in this lecture we have seen. Integer partition follows IOIB template. Partition of a set follows DOIB template. Integer composition follows IODB template. This is the final note. and that's it. So we have seen all the four templates of distribution of objects into boxes. These are the four templates: DODB, IODB, DOIB, IOIB. All the four templates we have seen. Okay, I hope you understood. So please let me know, did you understand each and every template? DODB, IODB, DOIB, IOIB. I told you all the four templates, all the different variations possible, all the applications, which problems follow which template, each and everything we have seen in this distribution of objects into boxes. I hope you understood each and everything. Okay. So everything is clear. Let me know. Now, I want to give you two homework questions. This question number 59, can I give you as a homework? Already this type of questions we have seen. Basically, in this question you have to apply DODB, IODB, DOIB and IOIB. Okay. So this question number 59, take it as a homework and discuss in the comments. Okay. So pause the video, try to solve this question, all the four parts you solve, put your answer in the comments and discuss in the comments. Okay. This question number 59, you discuss in the comments. Also, let me give you this question number 58 also as a homework. So write your answer in the comments below. Okay, again in this question also, for this same data, for this same description, you have to apply, you have to solve this question for DODB, IODB, DOIB, IOIB. Okay, all the four templates you have to apply. So question number 50, 58, 59, take them as homework, pause the video, try these questions, write your answer in the comments, discuss in the comments. Okay. So thank you everyone. We have completed our distribution of objects into boxes. Okay. This is very important from the GATE exam point of view. We have seen all the GATE questions. Each and every GATE question we have seen, every variation, every application, all the type of questions, everything we have seen. I hope you understood each and everything. Okay. So please share your feedback in the comments. Okay. Thank you everyone.